Whew. All right, let's talk about something exciting. As I freeze in this cold water, relationships, toxic ones. How about that? We've all had one of those toxic relationships, right? I know I've had plenty of those. I think probably most of my relationships, if not all, except the one with my wife, were toxic as heck. I mean, oh my God. Toxic relationships. Let me just share how low I was at one point. Back when I was still living in Juarez, right before I moved to El Paso, before I met my wife, before I was involved in everything that I'm doing, I was so low that I was in this toxic relationship. I was in love with this girl. I thought I was gonna marry her. And she would constantly cheat on me. And I was just so low that I didn't want to let it go. I wanted to fix things. So I would just forgive over and over and over again just to be walked all over again. And I remember one night, we were in this big party at this club with all of our friends. You know, guys, girls, like everybody from our school, from our generation. And we started getting in a fight. And she embarrassed me in front of all of my friends and all of her friends about our intimate life. And saying how I was like so bad in bed and it was like so sad and disappointing. And I was just like, whoa, I didn't know what to say. Everybody started laughing and making fun of me. I just wanted to just disappear. Just wanted to die at that moment. I mean, I was just this young punk with no confidence whatsoever in himself. And I still, at that point, she left mad. She left with one of my friends. So just imagine that. After embarrassing me about my most intimate things in front of everybody, you still have the guts to just walk out with one of my friends that you were cheating on me with. Like, holy cow. And I was devastated and I was okay with it. I was like, let's work on it. Let's fix this. We can make it work and we can get married. Oh my God, looking back, I was like, you dumb, how low, like, wow, you, and if you're going through something like that, like, you deserve better, but you deserve ones you earn. Because after that, we didn't pursue the relationship anymore. And so I went into other relationships and I would just go back to toxic relationships. And part of it was because how could I expect somebody to respect me and treat me seriously when I wasn't? When I wasn't treating myself seriously, when I wasn't respecting my own self. So I would attract other people that would walk all over. And then also, I would get into toxic relationships and I couldn't find that true connection because I was bringing my garbage from the past, my insecurities, my past disappointments. I was driving forward, looking at the rearview mirror. And so of course I couldn't find love and connection in a great relationship. It's just hard to find be in a great relationship where there's true love and trust and connection and it's meaningful when you don't have a good relationship with yourself. And so I tried to work on it. I was depressed for a while. I was lonely for a while. When I moved to El Paso, I couldn't find friends, jobs, family. I was just with my family. Couldn't find friends, relationships, jobs, anything. I was just so down. Then I went to the other extreme. I became the guy who was walking all over the other people, and I just became this womanizer. After relationship after relationship, and being a mess, and being the toxicity in it, and being in the wrong relationships that I was never meant to be in. And then I met my wife, and I was like, I don't want to mess up with this person. So I had to drop all my garbage from the past, just bring the lessons, build a better me, build a better man that would respect himself and be worthy of a woman like my wife. And put my fear aside, put my regrets aside, put my previous pains aside, and dedicate to this person. And it started by having a good relationship with me to build a better me that would be worthy of that person, and just drop all the bullshit in the past. If you're bringing your past disappointments from previous relationships into the new one, chances are it's not going to work because you're bringing yourself with you. You have to improve. And maybe it's not a different person. Maybe it's just you have some habits that make your partner treat you a certain way because you You identify with this low-level person, with low-level habits, with vices, with averageness, with mediocrity, with pointing the finger. And so, of course, if I was that person too, no matter who I'm with, I'm probably going to attract that toxicity, because that's what I deserve to be treated like when I'm at that level. But if I become this wiser person, and I'm growing as a person, and I'm growing, and I'm having better habits, and I'm helping, and I'm pouring into the other one, and I'm being respectful, and I'm being exciting to be around, and I'm being loyal, well, you attract a level of treatment that it's not the same you've been attracting. Whether it's that person or not, sometimes that person's just toxic, that's just how they are, and you have to move on. But first starts with you, because even if you go to another relationship, you bring yourself with you. So remember, leave your past, the garbage from the past, don't bring it into where you are now. And treat yourself better, improve your relationship with yourself, respect yourself so that other people can do the same, can respect yourself. You cannot expect loyalty and respect if you don't get it. I am freezing and shivering, so I'm gonna get the hell out of here.